Hey y'all, we're doing a feel good yoga flow today. So we'll grab a block or just something to sit on and just get comfortable. So once you're seated, maybe like roll the shoulders around, head and neck around until you find some stillness here. Dropping the shoulders, letting the crown of the head float up. And feel free to close your eyes, really beginning to tune out whatever's been going on in your day and tuning in. Checking in with the body, the mind, and the spirit. And let's tune in a little deeper with an easy inhale through your nose. So just inviting breath to enter into the body. Easy breath out, sighing out. Allowing the breath to become steadier and even from the inhale to the exhale to create a deeper underlying sense of ease. Today's practice will be about feeling good. I think sometimes yoga can feel about doing it right, whatever it is. Oftentimes that's a pose. But we can really have an opportunity to define so much about our experience of being on the yoga mat. And I invite you to frame that experience, to explore how that experience can be positive today, can be nourishing, sensing what it is for you to feel good. We'll set our intentions together. So as you're ready, feel free to join the hands at your heart in prayer, calling in your personal intention, whether that is feeling good on your mat today or some other personal dedication. Sealing our intentions with a full breath in, big exhale out. Blink your eyes open and let's get moving, yogis. Couple rounds seated cat and cow. Inhale, seated cow, roll the shoulders down, lift your heart up. Exhale, seated cat, round through the upper back, chin to chest. Good. Inhale, roll the shoulders down, lift the heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, seated cat, round and curl the upper back. Couple more rounds. Inhale, seated cow, expose the heart. Exhale, seated cat, really beginning to extend your breath. One more time. Inhale, seated cow, and let this feel good. Exhale, seated cat. Coming back up through neutral, set your block aside and meet me in a tabletop position. Let's find all fours. Hands are coming underneath the shoulders and knees under your hips. Spread the fingers wide. And we're just going to take a couple big, full body circles going around in one direction. So you're really warming up the hand, feeling the hand stretch here. And then changing, going the other direction, feeling the weight really distribute across all parts of the hand. Very nice. Taking that back through center, some wrist push-ups here. Let's just lift and lower the wrists a couple times. And we're doing that for 4, 3, 2, last one here, lift and lower. Nice. Reset, inhale, tuck your toes under, big exhale, up and back into down dog. So finding this first down dog of your practice, maybe sway the hips a little bit here. You can gently also maybe jog the knees. Just whatever going to help this down dog feel really good in the body. The spine really long. Heels melting towards the floor as your tailbone really arches up towards the sky. As you're ready, gazing forward towards your hands, slowly walk the feet up to your wrist, Ragdoll Fold. Plant your feet hips width distance, bend your knees a lot to help your torso release fully into gravity here. Favoring a little bit of weight towards the ball mounds of the feet. Letting the head just hang into gravity. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Big toes come to touch. Inhale, let's find a flat back halfway lift. Lift the spine parallel to the floor. Exhale to soften down, fold again. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise to stand. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach the arms overhead. Pause for a moment. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the heels. Really spark energy out through your fingertips. Inhale to grow a little taller. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus out your elbows to 90 degrees. Puff the heart up towards the sky. Inhale, mountain pose back towards center. Exhale, forward fold, hinging all the way down. Soften the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, high plank pose. We're going to be here for a second. Step your feet back. Pause. Spread your fingers wide. Grab the mat with your hands as the heels drive back in space. Scoop tailbone under. Drag your navel to spine. Always, always option for knees down here, friends. Elevate the back of your skull, long neck. Inhale, shifting forward as you exhale, low plank, elbows bent to 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Really lift the kneecaps, lift the thigh bones off of the floor. Exhale, taking it all the way back, downward facing dog. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, high plank. This time we're all putting the knees down, so we'll do the variation of this. Exhale, bend the elbows straight back, lowering chest and chin to the floor. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Anchor the tailbone as you lift the heart. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, pushing it back to downward facing dog. All right, team, let's flow. Finding that unity between breath and movement. Look forward, bend your knees. Walking up to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward, fold and release. Inhale, mountain pose, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, high to low plank, really extending your exhale breath here. Inhale, back bend, cobra or up dog. Big exhale, downward facing dog, reach your tailbone high. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Second round through, breathing deeper. Inhale, rise to stand, reaching up. Let this flow, feel good. Exhale, feel good, baby back bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, high to low plank, knees down or knees lifted. Inhale, back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, reaching all the way back. Let's take a cleansing breath in here and out. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Moving on, friends. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit the hips low. Rising chest and arms, taking a couple breaths. Sending weight back into your heels. Option 2 to reach the arms out shoulder height or unite the hands at heart center. It might feel a little bit better at the upper traps, the tops of the shoulders. Really sitting like someone's pulled a chair away from you for a big inhale here. Exhale, fold and let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Keep hugging the elbows by your ribs. Inhale, back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot in between your hands, coming all the way up. Inhale, warrior 2. Spin the left foot down. Face your torso to the left and open your arms out wide into a T, taking a couple breaths here. Parallel the pinky toe side of your left foot with the back of your mat, making sure the right toes point forward. Getting really strong in your lunge. Breathing in here, reaching out through the fingertips. Exhale, extended side angle. Take your torso forward. Let the right forearm and elbow rest on the thigh. Open up through the left arm and hold here. Continue to sink into your lunge, stacking right knee over the ankle. Rotate the left side of the chest back, reaching energy out through the crown of your head. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep your legs the same. The left hand relaxes down the left leg. The right arm rises up and back. Big inhale, big stretch up. Exhale. Coming down high to low plank, plant the hands. The right foot steps back. Elbows bend to 90, right? You can also keep holding that high plank through your back bend. Taking it back down, dog. All right, other side. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, round your back and step the left foot up all the way up in between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. The right foot pivots down. Turn your chest to the right and open the arms out wide into a T as we breathe here. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor. Rise your shoulders over your hips and the head over your shoulders. Feeling that inhale to lengthen through the arms. Exhale, extended side angle. Shift the torso forward. Place left forearm to your thigh. Reach high in your right arm. Good. Pausing here. Really pull the navel center towards the base of the sternum. Let the right side of the chest kind of rotate and peel back. And really feel that breath across the upper back. Slowly release the right hand down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm rises. Let that left side seam of your body expand open as you breathe in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheeling the hands down. Step your left foot back. Elbows bend to 90 degrees. Inhale through your back bend, cobra or up dog. Big exhale, down dog, coming all the way back. Connecting to your breath, fully inhale here. Fully exhale. Let's create some flow and unify our breath with our movement. So moving with breath and moving with intention. Inhale, look forward, see your hands. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sitting low. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale through your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, right side. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, windmill open, make it big. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, opening up and back. Exhale, high to low plank, right? You can always do this with knees down here. Inhale, back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, opening up. Exhale, extended side angle, come forward. Inhale, reverse warrior, reaching up and back. Exhale, high to low plank, really spreading the fingers wide, activate the hands. Inhale, back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, really nice. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. All right, round two. Let's go. Inhale, chair pose, breathing deeper, moving with your intention. Exhale, fold. As we find this challenge, let it feel good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, opening up. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale through your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, open. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, big reach, big stretch. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale through your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, reaching all the way back. Really nice, team. Cleansing, full breath in. Cleansing, full breath out. Good, taking one more in. And one more breath out. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot up in between your hands and lower your left knee onto your mat. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Lift the chest and reach your arms overhead, taking a couple breaths here. Feel free to double up the mat to cushion your left knee. Really turn the front of the left hip forward. Continue to draw the tailbone forward and up, getting that slight tuck in the pelvis. Breathing in, lengthen through your arms. Exhale, let's take a side bend. Reach the right hand down onto the right thigh and stretch your left arm like way up and over to the right. Keep turning the left hip forward and find a lot of length, lifting the left side of the waist up towards the left chest, expanding space into the left ribs. From here, we'll take a twist. Place the left hand down, tuck your left toes and lift the left knee as you stretch your right arm high towards the ceiling. Really peel the right side of the ribs back, reaching wide across your wrist and lengthen the space between your shoulder blades. Breathing in to lift up. Exhale, place your hands down. Send your right leg high, big inhale to three-leg dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side here. Inhale, send left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, left foot stepping all the way up. Release the right knee onto your mat. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Shoulders rise to stack over your hips and the arms reach up and overhead. Turn the front of your right hip forward. Lift the sides of your waist up towards the heart space. Rising the heart to stack over the hips and the head stacking over the heart. As you inhale, let energy reach out long and longer through your fingertips, finding that stretch. Exhale, side bend. The left hand comes down onto the left knee and reaching up and over through the right arm. Turn the front of the right hip forward. Kind of lean the space between your shoulder blades back. Good. Breathing in to feel that stretch. We'll exhale, twist. The right hand comes down. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee. And rising your left arm skyward. Really feel the rotation in your trunk and in the rib cage. So the left ribs are dialing back to stack over the right. Stacking your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders. One more inhale. Exhale, place your hands down. Shoot the left leg back to three-leg dog. Big inhale, big reach. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice, friends. Full inhale here. Full exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet up to the front of your mat. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch. We'll inhale, chair pose, so dropping your hips really low. Exhale, send the right arm back, open arm twist to the right. Shifting weight back into your heels, reach wide across your wrists here. Really feeling the right rib cage, right waist, turn back in space. Inhale through center. Exhale, left arm back, finding that open arm twist. Feel free to keep the elbows like nice and soft here. Really focusing on getting that rotation through the center of your spine, especially through the upper chest. Coming back once again through center. Inhale, chair, trusting your strength. Exhale, forward fold, bow your head. Inhale, lift up halfway, ironing out your spine. Listen here, team. Exhale, plant your hands down, stepping back to plank. Inhale to side plank as the right arm spins high, base your left hand down, and the heels spin to the left. Couple breaths. Always option placing your left knee down for more stability. Really arc your left waistline, left outer hip up and away from the floor. Breathing in. Exhale, coming back through plank to get the other side. Basing down with the right hand, you'll inhale, send the left arm high. Once again, option to place the right knee down under the hip. Keep lifting, arcing up through the right side of your waist. And really grab the mat with your right hand. So the right arm is really active here. And your right obliques, the side core muscles, are stabilizing you. Transferring back to plank, stepping back, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, lengthening through the low back. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, coming through. Inhale, high lunge. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Sweep the arms upwards, couple breaths. I invite you to bend your left knee as much as you need to feel the length in your low back, tailbone, and sacrum lengthening down. Still commit to your front lunge, though, establishing right knee on top of your ankle. Relax the front of your throat, finding that focused gaze. Breathing in here. Exhale, palms touch, hands to your heart. Inhale, hinge forward from your hip creases. Exhale, rotate your chest to the right. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh, finding a Revolve Crescent lunge. Now, option here, you can keep the left knee really lifted, press the left quad up, or place your left knee down. That's going to give you some more stability to focus on that active rotation through the torso. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Peel the right side of your chest back. Continue to reach the crown of your head forward. Steady sips of air, yogis. You're doing great. Breathing in. Exhale, lizard pose. Place your hands down to the inside of your right foot. And then you got to kind of shuffle the right foot over towards the right long edge of your mat. Option 2, if you feel that the knee is kind of jamming over the toes, scrunch your foot and shuffle the foot closer to that front short edge of your mat. Option to lower the back knee down. The hands or the elbows can be down on the floor. And then if you want a side bend here, or rather a quad stretch, bend the left knee and reach back with your right hand to hold on to the left foot, feeling that stretch through the front of the left hip. Let this feel as good as possible, really enjoying. When you're ready, release. You'll tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and step it back, plank. Once again, finding side plank now. Let's send the right arm high again, spin your heels to the left. All right, friends, you have the option to add on here. If you want to try wild thing, let's pick up the right foot, bend the right knee, placing the ball of the right foot down, and then take a big inhale. Let a feel-good stretch ripple through your body, reaching the heart up towards the sky, curling the space between shoulder blades back. Big reach, big arc. Exhale, you'll place the right hand down. Finding plank, inhale. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog, full breath in. And full breath out. Other side, friends. Inhale, send left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, big step all the way up. Inhale, high lunge, lift the chest, let the arms rise, and we'll breathe here. Just like on the first side, I invite you to bend into the right knee. Notice how that gives you that slight tuck in the pelvis. And as your front hip points lift up and the bottom front ribs fold down, you might feel a bigger stretch happening in the front of the right hip instead of feeling any kind of crunching in the low back. It's a really nice hip flexor stretch here. Dial the pinkies in to externally rotate the shoulders. Breathing in. As you exhale, let's unite the hands at your heart. Hinge forward from your hips, inhale. Exhale, turn your chest to the left. We'll find Revolve Crescent Lunge. Right elbow can be on the outside of the left thigh. An option here for a strong back leg, right knee lifted or the right knee is down. And if your knee is lifted, really drive back through the heel and really firm the right quadricep up. Continue to rotate the left rib cage. Let it stack over the right. Bring the ears back to align right over the shoulders. Stay strong in your breath, steady in your breath. And when you're ready, the hands will come down, lizard pose. You have to renegotiate your stance here. So wider in your stance, the left foot shuffles towards the long edge of the mat, and you might need to bring your foot a little farther forward. You can stay here with the hands down or elbows down. If you want to add on the quad stretch on this side, right knee bends and the left hand reaches back to hold on to the right foot. This is a really lovely hip opening pose. It's really getting to the inner hip and inner groin. So notice if there's any point of holding or resistance. We're always working to find a feel good edge, right? So something that will challenge you, but not something that's going to cause pain or cause injury. An edge that you can breathe into, an edge that you can soften into. Staying here for an inhale. Exhale, hands come down. And stepping through plank, left foot back. Side plank again, left arm rises, breathing here. So let's find that feel good edge again. Maybe it's still holding the side plank nice and strong. If you want to move into wild thing. Let's lift the left leg off the right. You'll bend the left knee to place the ball of the left foot down. Grabbing the mat with your right hand, take a big inhale, lift the hips up, arc the heart back. Maybe you let the head go here. Finding that feel good edge as you lift the hip points towards the sky, puff up the chest towards the sky. Doing great. Return the left hand down, stepping back through plank as you inhale. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Breathing in like a wave of breath. Breathing out, surrendering your breath back out. Let's begin to wind down practice. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee up towards the right wrist. Cross the right ankle towards the left wrist. Right away, I'm like, oh yeah, I need a block here. So I encourage you to get something to prop the right hip up, maybe a block or a pillow. Just take a second here to make sure the hips are level. So you do want to feel the left hip sinking towards the floor. Lift the outside of the right hip back. Stay here like as long as you want. Keeping the shoulders over hips in this position is a really nice challenge for your hip stability. Option to move into sleeping half pigeon, letting the forearms walk down and letting the head rest down here. And taking a couple deep breaths. Once again, finding your feel good edge. Right, a feel good edge is where you sense some challenge in a pose, but there's enough ease that you could stay there a while. And it's also enough ease where you can continue to prioritize your breathing and your connection to your steady breath in your practice. Right, that connection to your breath is really the foundation of a flow yoga practice. Continue to find your ease here. And taking your time to walk the hands back under the shoulders, walk yourself up. You'll sit on the right hip and then swing the left leg around. And you want the left leg out on an angle, right foot to the inside of the left thigh, and the left forearm comes down. Inhale, side bend, reach your right arm up and over to the left, Parivrtta Janu Shirshasana. Lengthen the spine down towards the left thigh as you rotate the center of the heart away from the floor. Letting that expansion feel good. Let's come up. Turn your chest to the left and folding forward here, Janu Shirshasana. Square your chest towards the left thigh. Hug the outside of the left hip back. Lengthening your spine down. Take your time, coming back up. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. You'll cross over the ankles, plant your hands at the front of the mat, lift your hips. Left side here, team. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the left, bringing your left knee to left wrist and crossing your ankle towards the right. Finding your friendly prop. You're doing so on this side. And you can see here in my video too, right? Having this prop underneath my left hip, my hips are now really level. My right hip isn't hiking up. It's able to kind of drop down and be in line with the left. Option to fold forward into sleeping, half pigeon, letting the elbows come down, forearms come down under the shoulders. Noticing where you can soften into this shape, noticing where your breath can travel in this shape, both on a gross level, right? Moving into physical tension, but also noticing how the connection to your breath steadies the mind. Taking your time here to bring the hands back under the shoulders, remove the block or the prop, and you'll sit onto the left hip as you bring the right leg around, finding that diagonal out with the right leg. Release the right forearm down as you inhale to side bend with the left arm. Now keep rooting the outside of the left hip, let it sink away from the waist, but then lift the trunk out of the bowl of the pelvis, lean the space between your shoulder blades back. Lengthening the spine towards the right thigh. As you slowly come up, turn to face the right thigh and walking it out into your full Janu Shirshasana. Notice the position of the pelvis here. Hug the outside of the right hip back. Really let this fold be from the hip creases. So you're trying to spill the bowl of the pelvis down towards the floor. Reaching the heart towards the right knee. And then once you come back up, we'll stay seated and bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open out to the side. Sitting up for Baddha Konasana, you can use the hands to open the feet like a book. Take a big inhale to prepare, lift the chest, and exhale to fold forward. So once again here, pay attention to the position of the pelvis. If you're really kind of sitting on the glutes, you might need to walk the hips back slightly. Energetically reach your tailbone towards the short back edge of the mat. Sink the inner thighs down, reach your heart towards your toes. And slowing down your breath, really beginning to focus on your exhales and to focus on that slower quality of your breathing here. You're doing great. Really committing to a few more breaths here. As you're ready, coming up. And then I want you to face sideways on your mat. So you're setting up for wide-legged seated forward fold or Upavishta Konasana. Take your leg on a straddle. Does not have to be the world's biggest straddle, but you're taking your legs on a straddle. All right. If you feel that you're kind of tucking the hips under, you can sit up on something. Again, finding that forward tilt in the pelvis. We love to see it. Now release your right forearm down. Big inhale, big side bend here, reaching up and over with the left arm, creating space in the left side of the waist. Coming up, turn to face your right thigh and folding forward once again. Keep dragging the tailbone back, reach your heart towards the left knee. Think of almost reaching past your right toes here as well. And if you want even more stretch in the low back, I want you to cross both of your hands, walk them over to the right. And you're going to feel kind of this diagonal stretch across the back. That is my feel-good edge. And then sweeping your hands through center, finding a fold at center. Again, arching the tailbone back behind you, lengthening the spine towards the ground. Allow yourself to ease into the fold here. And then slowly come back up for the other side. Release the left forearm down. Big inhale, big side bend with the right arm. Actively rotate the right side of the chest away from the floor. Breathing space into the right side of the torso. As you come back up, face the left leg, walking it out into your fold. Now continue to root the right hip down, lengthening the spine over the left leg. If you want that nice feel-good back stretch, walk both of your hands to the left. So it's a slight twist going on here. And you'll feel that like diagonal stretch across the back. Once I started doing these kinds of stretches, like twisting in a fold, that actually helped me get like a deeper forward fold. Hands, once again, let's sweep them back through center. So take a moment to really position the pelvis. You're arching the tailbone back behind you. And if the pelvis, if you imagined it like a bowl, that bowl would be spilling forward towards the ground. Keep drawing the inseams of the legs back as the spine lengthens forward. And let's take one more breath in here. Breath out, going a little deeper. And then really slowly beginning to walk yourself back up. To close the legs, I'll scoop my hands under the knees and kind of use my hands to bring the legs back in. Setting up for Camel Pose, I will double up my mat a couple times to cushion the knees. Set up the knees hips width distance apart. Option to put the block between your knees. I'm tucking my toes for this. Lengthen the tailbone down. Think of scooping and pulling the pelvis up. Hands to the low back, elbows in. Take a big inhale to prepare, lifting chest and eyes. As you exhale, begin to let the heart fall back as your eyes trace along the ceiling. If it's okay with your neck, you can let the head go. Option to release the hands towards the heels. Keep lifting up and out of the low back, lifting space between your shoulder blades up into the front of the chest. Steady sips of air here, yogis. Let this opening feel good. If your hands left the low back, return them back up. Slowly return to stand before coming all the way down to sit on the heels. And then we'll meet on our back. preparing for bridge pose. So once you are down on the back, feet are flat on the floor, stacking the knees over ankles, and just like graze the back of the heels with the tip of your index finger. Push into your feet, inhale, bridge, scooping the pelvis, the ribs, the chest off the floor, and breathing here. Option to interlace the hands underneath the back, really firming down through the upper outer arms. Lengthen the tailbone towards the knee creases and really soften the front of the throat. As the space between the shoulder blades lift, really getting that thoracic extension. Continue to press the floor away from you as you lift that whole back line of the body. Taking one more full breath in here, filling up, inflating the chest. Exhale, slowly begin to lower down, unclasp the hands if you took it, lowering the upper back, middle back, and lower back. Step your feet out to the edges of the mat, knock the knees in, knock the thighs in to connect, and if it feels good, cross the arms over your body like you're giving yourself a big hug. Really nice way to decompress the back after all of that spinal extension. Welcoming the body to completely surrender into that downward hug of gravity. And slowly begin to uncross the arms, bringing them into a goal pose shape. Feet come back to hips width, and we'll just take a real easy twist. Hips bump to the right, knees drop to the left. Feel free to turn your gaze to the right and feel free to close your eyes. Really continuing to embrace that downward release into gravity, really sinking deeper and deeper into the floor. And slowly unwinding the body, coming back through center to do the other side. Hips shift over to the left, knees fall to the right. Let your gaze turn left. Feel the back of the heart and the back of the left shoulder blade drop down. And really allowing this surrender component of your practice. Embrace this as a process that feels good. Slowing down, finding even more ease. As you come back through center, we'll set up for a quick happy baby. Reach in between the knees for the outsides of the calves, ankles, or feet. Press the feet up towards the ceiling. Just really taking a big inhale here, expanding fully through the belly. Big exhale, hug your knees into your chest, wrap the forearms around the shin, lifting your forehead towards your knees, giving yourself a genuine embrace. Full inhale to fill up. Exhale, fully release into your Shavasana. The legs are long on your mat, arms come long down by your sides. Feel free to close the eyes completely. Let the eyes find a soft focus. And in Shavasana, we practice full and complete surrender, releasing physical effort, releasing mental effort, dropping deeper and deeper into stillness. Enjoy a few minutes of rest right here, and I will call you out when it's time. Slowly begin to initiate movement back into the body. Maybe wiggle the fingers, the toes, the ankles, and your wrists. Taking a full good morning stretch. And really easily rolling through one side. Just pausing in that supported fetal position, representing that rebirth from the transformational power of our practice, before finding a comfortable seat. I invite you to place both hands over your heart, taking this final moment to really hold yourself in compassion, finding that thread of connection from your mat to the rest of your day. Honoring your body, mind, and spirit. Deep breath in together. Let's fill all the way up. And big exhale breath, letting it all go. Blink the eyes to open, and you are done. Yogi, thank you so much for taking time for yourself and taking time to feel good on your mat. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know how class was, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.